How about that? On the eve of ACW Shockwave in one of the biggest matches of my career, and while everybody else that's involved with this event, I'm sure, has made their way into Corpus Christi, Texas, I find myself in my hometown, Alexandria, Louisiana, doing a little bit of reflecting. And I'm going to head to Texas here very shortly. You already know that. But first, I thought this would be the perfect time to tell a little bit of a story. I'm going to go ahead and apologize to those of you in ACW that know me very, very well and very closely. You've heard this story, you know this story. So I apologize, be patient, because the majority of ACW needs to hear this story. And Mr. Danger, you damn sure need to hear this story. It's a story about a boy growing up alongside his father, a father that he loved. This boy's father was a minister, Southern Baptist minister to be in fact, fiery hell, fire and brimstone type of preacher. The little boy was kind of force-fed religion his whole life. The little boy also, well, going to church every Wednesday, every Sunday morning, every Sunday night, didn't bother him that much because he knew if he was sitting on that pew in church that he was this much closer to getting to watch WCW main event with his father. His father loved Arn Anderson. In the later years of his life, loved Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, the thinking men's wrestlers. By the age of 7, the boy had been forced to read the Bible front to back. By the age of 13, he'd done it 3 times. By the age of 14, he lost his faith. Fast forward to the age of 20, tragically, he lost his father. And he lost his faith a little bit more. But when he thought about his father, the one thing that was the common denominator that put a smile on his face was the way his father felt about professional wrestling. And the young man, now, he knew in his heart that he had to make sure pro wrestling would never leave him the way his father did. So that young man made a decision. That young man sold his soul to the devil himself to keep pro wrestling in his heart, in his life. That young man ceased to be a man anymore that day. For that man became an entity, the adopted son of the almighty Lucifer. Not a devil worshiper, a self-worshiper. And I'm pretty sure if you asked that man if he'd do it all over again, would he sell his soul for professional wrestling if he had it to do over? You're goddamn right I would. Mr. Danger, I just wanted to paint a little picture for you. And I truly hope you enjoyed it. Because what lies next is something that will not be enjoyable for you, but it will be for me. You compared me to Pennywise the Clown, and I'm flattered. I'm flattered. But you see, I'm a huge Stephen King fan, and I truly don't think that you're grasping what Mr. King was trying to portray here. Because Pennywise, while some people think he's this evil monster, Pennywise was nothing. He was a vessel, simply a vessel for which it traveled through. A vessel used to put fear in the hearts of those little children. And as they grew up, to be young men and women. But here's the difference between me and Pennywise. He was a vessel. I am a goddamn entity. And if I'll sell my soul for professional wrestling, imagine what I'm willing to sacrifice inside of a steel cage. You're going to hear from me one more time, Mr. Danger, before we set foot in the ring. But then again, it won't be for me. And only am I.